Hello, Object Show friendos. I hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, feeling awesome, or as awesome as you can feel. Wow, you can see the reflections of my monitors from these glasses. I wanted to wear them the whole video, but I guess it ain't going to happen, is it? Plus, I also can't see very well with them on. But hey, Mikey Bly here with another episode of Object Show Roundup. Hope you're all doing well. It's good to be back for another episode using a new camera. Let's call this a test run episode because I've been trying to set it up, been trying my best to get it all set up as well as I can. But this is the first time I'm using something that's not just a webcam. This is like a camera. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to tweak and fix things as we go. I was meant to take this framed MLP picture down before I did this video because you can see it's catching the light. Actually, let me just take it down quickly. It is a very nice picture, but the problem is it does catch that light a bit, so I'm gonna have to put like a poster or something there. And also I'm gonna have to. There's a big. You can see where the paint's come off the wall there. I'm gonna have to put a poster or something there too, just to maybe look a little bit more professional around here. But hey, it doesn't matter. This isn't going to be a big episode, and we talked about this before during the last episode that I might do a quick one for this weekend if there's been any updates to talk about. There's a few things to talk about. There ain't tons, but to be honest, there's some other updates I want to give from just Object Show Roundup episode updates and plans. Sorry, so let's dive into that. So next week there will be 2 episodes again, but there are proper plans for those 2 episodes. We're going to talk about lock version because as I sit here right now, I ran home in the rain to get this video done. Lock version is out. Object Lockdown 14 and Object Invasion 7 are both here, and we are going to talk about them next week, but midweek. So I'm going to watch them pretty much as soon as I'm done this video. That's the plan anyway. So here's the deal. Just to let you all know, if you're going to go and tune into them, Object Lockdown 14 first, then Object Invasion. That's the order to watch them in. It's the audio release. I quickly checked the video description, and it said Object Invasion is the second part. So that's the order to watch them in. Old 14, then OI 7. Okay? So that will be discussed midweek next week, along with any other little updates that come out in the meantime. And then the weekend episode. The plan is to go through one of the shows that's been recommended to me on my Discord server. Again, big shout out and big thank you to everybody on the Discord who's turned up lately and chatted object shows. If you want to join the Discord, it is linked in my YouTube info, the kind of the about me, and I can't remember where you find it. I'm so useless, but you can find it somewhere there. I do want to give a heads up though that it is an 18+ Discord server because it was originally set up for my when I was doing Twitch stream and stuff, and it kind of that's still part of it. So a lot of the people who've been there since practically the beginning are people who just know me from my Twitch stream and not Object Show stuff. I do need to do some tidying up in that server. I might put aside a dedicated Object Show channel or something for discussions around that stuff. But I just haven't gotten around to that yet. But definitely feel free to pop in and say hi if you want and hang out. It's a quieter server. It's not super rowdy in there, but you know, we try and keep it chill. But yeah, that's the plan for next week. So lock version midweek, one of the recommended shows in next weekend's episode. So that's that. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this is my Halloween costume. I found a whole bunch of green stuff, and it's like, well, I guess I'm going to be 2, and that's why I found the green shades. The green jacket, the green shirt, and I was like, a black tie kind of makes more. I didn't want to do like a green tie. I thought a black tie might kind of fit better. What with the character having like a thick kind of black outline and stuff. So I was like, I thought that made sense. Ruby's girlfriend made me these pins as well to kind of specify a little bit more who I'm meant to be. So that was kind of helpful. So thank you, Lucy, for that. I appreciate the pins. And yeah, this is my get up for tonight. 'Tis Halloween right here as I record as well. So, you know, I've got other things I need to get done for the evening. So, okay, that's it. That's the intro stuff. That's the plans for the next week or so, and my 2 get up, which I really like. If we hit up the BFDII tour next year, if they do a tour next year, I don't know why I'm saying if, but I think I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be wearing this for sure. Make myself stand out a bit more, I guess, huh? So yeah, big old heads up well ahead of time for that too. Anyway, let's get into these little updates that have been popping out, shall we? Let's get cracking. First things first, over to derpadon, and derpadon. It's time for the 10 is written. Hooray! The writing is complete, so time to move on to the next stage of production in that episode. Just exciting stuff. Whenever there's updates like this, I'm like, yay, one step closer to an episode. It's always awesome. I do always appreciate these updates. But since it is the ween of the Hallow today, we've got a couple of Halloween-related updates popping in from people too. And the clock pumpkin. I love this. Clock, why are you a pumpkin now? Do I need a reason? I don't think Clock needs a reason or an excuse to do anything that Clock does. But I just thought that was a really fun little thing too, and I wanted to share that. Episode 10's written. Clock's a pumpkin now. All is right with the world. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that Kat, KTJ, posted on their socials. My pal Nate Bait has recently uploaded extended versions of the music you can find in the final This Is Scrapbook video. So 2 songs, A Simple After Party and Scraps of Memories. Oh, I like the song titles too. And I just wanted to give the shout out too, because I always try my best to cover as many people and as many of anybody who's involved in the creation of shows. The main YouTube channel and the main creator usually always gets the biggest shout outs because it's their channels. But like, music is super important to media as well, and like it's something that I discussed with Mikey Snailvine during the charity live stream. And funnily enough, Mikey also mentioned Nate Bait to me, and I was like, oh yeah, I should check Nate Bait's stuff out then. I hold my hand up this one that you can see, and apologize and say I didn't actually get around to doing that yet. But this is going to spur me on for sure to check these out, the extended versions of these songs. I will pop links to the YouTube videos that Kat also linked to in the description, so you can go check them out too. And just go check Nate Bait out in general, because like, I know I have listened to Nate Bait stuff. It's because it's popped up in stuff, and like, you can't miss it when it's in something. But Nate Bait does really good stuff from what I've heard. But I'm gonna go check it out more thoroughly, and I think you should do that too. Crispy's doing good. Did Crispy give us an update? Yes, Crispy did. Again, we did get another update. We got another poem, which I want to go through first. This is a 2-parter. We've got I Want You to Look Back to See Who I've Become. Whose fault is it that we are this way now? I miss the you that loved me, the you that looked at me. Your face is sour, your words bite my heart. But I can't leave. I can't be alone. Stubbornly I cling to the idea that everything can be the same as before. Bennett. And then we get the artwork that comes along with this. Bennett and Sadie? I'm guessing Sadie by the hair color. I've said this before, I love these like kind of human versions of the characters, because we've seen them in their object forms and we've seen them in their human forms quite a lot. The human forms are really, really well drawn as well. And Crispy, again, just does really good art and really good poetry. I mean, it's just absolutely astonishing and astounding every single time. So, thank you again, Crispy, for another update. You are definitely going to earn yourself a bloody segment in this show pretty soon, because I do feel like you spoil us with stuff. I always feel like I've got something crispy to talk about, you know? So, thank you. Massively appreciated. And go check out Crispy's channel, by the way. Okay, got a couple of updates to go over from maukitt now, and we do have a Sacrificially Solitary Episode 5 update. We're restarting Episode 5. Wasn't happy working on it, so we're starting from scratch to ensure a positive experience in production. Might release some stuff from the scrapped episode on the Patreon if you guys are willing to wait. I'm down for that. Anyway, we're looking at a December release. It'll be really cool, trust me. The series only gets better from here. Thanks, maukitt. Appreciate the update. And I have already left my opinion on this post to say that, listen, it's always a wise choice. If you don't like what you're currently making, there's nothing wrong with putting it aside and starting afresh. It's much better to throw something out and then polish something different than just push on with something you don't think is good. You know, it's not good. It's not a positive way of doing things. If you can totally start again, it's the right thing to do. So, totally appreciate that. Can totally 100% wait until December to see more of my goofy little sacrificially solitary friends. Totally fine with me. Good decision. Grown-up decision to make. Really like it. But that isn't the only thing we got from maukitt. Leaning into the Halloween side of things again, maukitt also working on a Halloween costume. Oh my god, it's Soundwave. I bloody love Transformers. I was so excited when I saw this in the post. It's like, I'll forgive you for anything. Whatever. Delay Sacrificially Solitary 5 until 2027. This outfit's going to be awesome. It's like, look, listen, I like Transformers, okay? Listen, I'm an 80s kid. Of course I like Transformers. Okay, well, not everybody from the 80s likes Transformers, but I guess I just fulfill that stereotype just a little bit. And also, this is totally off kilter, but I apologize for my hair. It's a bit rough and ready because I was walking in the rain, so it's a little bit straggly. I know that's got nothing to do with anything, but I just happened to notice it. Sorry, I look a bit of a mess today. Okay, and here's another thing I've been meaning to talk about for the last couple of weeks, but I was just kind of holding off until I had a chance to kind of, I guess, squeeze it into something like this like smaller episode. But another object show YouTuber called derpadon is gearing up to release his first episode of his object show called Purgatory, and he is the character. He's the character list. This was 2 weeks ago. This got put. Actually, it's more than 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago when I took the screenshot. Wait, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. When did I do the screenshot today? My brain doesn't work properly anymore, apparently. But this is a show that's apparently going to be landing soon. It could be any time, actually. It could even be in the next week. I don't know. But I was pointed in this direction again from someone in the Discord, so thank you for this. I'd never heard of derpadon. There's loads of object shows and object show creator people I haven't heard of. I am still very new to this game. You know, I'm not going to pretend I'm this super knowledgeable, super well-informed person in this community. I'm just trying. I'm learning more every day, and I'm trying to take in this information and learn about people. So derpadon was a new one to me. It seems very enthusiastic about the OSC, which is always good to see, obviously. And Purgatory looks interesting. I like all these characters. Who are you digging out of that list? Whether you've heard of Purgatory or haven't heard of it yet, who are you digging? I'll tell you what, I'm vibing with Crayons. I kind of like Crayons. I feel like Crayons is going to be definitely one of the goofballs, and I'm a big fan of goofballs. My two favorite characters. Why do I keep doing this? I'm doing the thing. But my two favorite character types in object shows are the goofballs and the ones who put themselves ahead of everybody else. They're the two I like the most. There's none I particularly dislike. I'll be honest. When I first started watching object shows, I wasn't a fan of the main characters, but some of them have grown on me. I mean, some have developed and grown as characters since then, but like as a trope now, I'm like, that's the main character. I get it. So yeah, but yeah, I definitely do like the goofballs and the helpful ones. They're the ones I'm always rooting for. So anyway, Purgatory should be coming out fairly shortly, and another new channel to add to the list of channels getting added to the description. So hey, fun times. And one final update from our good buddy WebzForevz, Griffin, who updated us with what's going on with THREEEE episode 6, and it's 29% animated. Do you know I love a precise number, because Griffin could have easily just rounded that up to 30. Could have even rounded down to 25 to kind of like lower, not expectations, but kind of like, tamp it down a little bit. Say, yeah, about a quarter. No, 29%. You give us a precise number or you don't give us nothing. That's how this works. But I love it. It's good to know that animation's like 29% done. That's really good to know. 3.6 is still chugging away, and we're getting there, and it's coming, and don't panic. We will get there eventually. We will get some more, well, I was going to say gay. There's so much gay in that show. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, Griffin, for the update. 29%. Might be 30 now. Who knows? This was like a couple of days ago. And that is it. This is a small episode comparative to a lot of the other ones. And to be funny, my words not working good today. To be honest, when I did the first episode and it ended up being as long as the first episode was, I was like, well, they'll get shorter from here. I expected them all to run about 20-ish minutes. Turns out I can talk. And when I do the deep dives on episodes, those things take me a while to go through as well. But it is what it is. I just like to talk about things I love. And I love object shows. And I guess that just means I talk a lot about them. But this is definitely going to be a shorter one. A micro episode, if you will. But there is one little thing I wanted to round off by saying is I wanted to just put a little bit of focus on mental health. And this kind of wraps around and encompasses kind of like everybody, really. This isn't just people in the creative fields or anything. This is just in general. It's so important, and this isn't directed at anybody in general, but maybe somebody specific has raised this in my own head. It is super important to take breaks if you need them, and step away from stuff if you need to step away from stuff. As somebody who does struggle with depression, you've got to spot the warning signs of like being worn down. You've got to tackle burnout before you actually burn out, because if you wait until you get all the way to burnt out, it takes so much longer to recover from it, and you could be out for way longer than you want to be if you wait until you actually get to the point where it's like, poof, oh geez, okay, and then that's it. You're forced out of the game for a while at that point. It's happened to me a couple of times with my YouTube videos. It's happened to me a couple of times with streaming, where I just kind of put so much into it, and I did not give myself a break. And it was because I was like feeling guilty about people going, oh, he's not streaming today, or oh, there's no YouTube video today. So on my side of things, it was a guilt thing. But for some people, you need to take a break for mental health reasons because of like external forces too. If people are bugging you all the time, harassing you, if people are threatening you, that's definitely a time to take a step back and go, this is getting too much. I need to take a step back, and I just need to say, right, everybody needs to give me some space. I'm not going to respond to anything. I might not even be online for a while. I know it can be difficult. I know it can be really difficult. I mean, and I'm not the current generation by any means, and I am like online, I would say, way too much as well. So I know it can be hard because being online it's also a comfort level thing for some people. It's just nice to be online. You can build your own little community, right? And you can hang out there and feel like you've got that support network around you. But sometimes people within that support network can turn on you unexpectedly, and that's sad, but it can happen. So sometimes it's best to just kind of cut everything off for a bit and just go, right, let's just take a break. So I'm just saying that in general, and it's like it like I say, it can cover anybody, not just people who work on object shows, not just people who do art or any kind of creative stuff, but everybody, just in general, like whatever you're up to. If you need to take a break, take a break. I know sometimes you have unmissable deadlines, If you got schoolwork that's due in, then I guess you're kind of stuck with that stuff, which sucks. I really wish there was a bit more room, flexibility on that kind of thing. And me and my work, I have to do things by a certain time. But if those are the things that you run into, you also make sure you take time to actually do things you want to do, aside from the things you have to do. That's an important thing as well. So I just wanted to put that out there. Just like, I mean, I say this a lot. Just make sure you take care of yourselves. Your health comes first. Your mental and your physical health comes before pretty much everything else. I mean, actually, full stop, everything else. So really do take care of yourselves, everybody. Go out there and do something you love doing. And that's pretty much it. I just want to kind of wrap up on that. So, thank you everybody for being here. Whether you just watched 10 seconds of the video or just watched your updates on the creators that you know, or whether you watch the whole video, I do appreciate you being here, and I love and appreciate all of you so much. So, have an awesome weekend. I hope you had a great Halloween if you do celebrate Halloween. And I hope your November is awesome, starting like right now. And I will see you sometime midweek for Lock Version updates, and sometime, well, Saturday next weekend for whichever show I decide to get through. Because that's going to happen. I'm going to try and squeeze it in, definitely. Okay, everyone. That's it. See you later. Toodles.